Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Advanced Wars by Web replay. It's on the north side as the Fire Red Andy. We got Icekewb, who's playing Fire Red. Either way, spawn as the Jade Sun? Yeah, Jade Sun, Rachael. We have Freakydude. Either way, let's go and get started. This map, as far as I can see, there is a base in the middle of the map for additional deployment, so probably players can go straight for it. Airport next to the harbor as well. Of course, Player 2 does start off an initial infantry unit there. He is immediately going for the base, while Red is not. You should try to go for the base immediately. The faster you get that up and going, the more infantry units you get. There's also an airport in the corner of the map as well, so battlecopters are going to be likely. It looks like the Jade Sun player is going for the comm tower. Not a bad idea to get that up and going. You don't need to get it immediately, just sometime before the first conflict. Comm towers do not provide any sort of income as well, just firepower. Got initial tank deployed out by Rachael. And he is going over here. And looks like Andy's going to counter Alpha Tank up here as well. Both players capturing their airport on the same turn. And there's also two airports in this map I just realized as well. The harbor here probably won't see much usage, probably just meant to refuel the lander. He does use the lander to pop over entry unit towards the airport and harbor. First comm tower being captured on up now. The Jade Sun player, Rachael, has captured up both of the airports. Andy has finally figured out what an airport is as well. More infantry units being pushed on the field. And the first tank conflict will be soon arriving. Or maybe not. This tank may be able to interrupt this infantry unit, but it's already fully captured, so does not necessarily interrupt. Just get some damage there. Additionally, there is traversable land here. The shore will make it so the tank can travel across this direction. And we got a relatively early artillery piece for Rachael. That is something I was not expecting. I'm not sure if this map is great for artillery pieces. May help him lock down this side of the map. If put on top of the city, it will reach out to here. Not on top of the city, but on top of the forest, it will reach the city. Of course, this is neither Fog of War nor Grit. And looks like Jade Sun player will get the first hit. First blood. And it looks like the Jade Sun player has not got his comm tower, while Andy has. I'm going to try to flip this property. And this property is actually pretty far forward that was captured. It should go in favor of Rachael. Right now, Rachael does have a sizable income advantage. Though Andy does have 3 properties being captured at the moment as well, so that will be equalized. Kills off that one infantry unit. Pink can't really advance. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The artillery's under threat, but he does have the tank over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he should be able to attack this tank as well, but be on a defensive property. But would be out of range of the artillery piece, but it would be in range of the battle copter, so maybe not a good idea there. So maybe best this tank just falls back. Keep on trying to right click on the next turn button. Infantry unit does get picked off there. Do now have an Andy battlecopter floating field. Rachel's battlecopter does interrupt the capture there at least. Tank and infantry push way forward there. Rachael could capture the sector, then merge capture with the 2 health infantry unit to get it maxed out. Rachel's now going for her comm tower, a little bit later than Andy's. Has been some conflicts, but nothing too significant. Don't think anything will be decisive, needing that extra 10% firepower. Does get interrupted there. Of course, Rachael does have +1 repair that could be quite nice. Tank takes out that infantry unit, just trying to flip that property. Right now they have... Andy is behind by 3,000 income. There's actually a lot of properties back here he still just have not been able to obtain. Yeah, the harbor, these 2 cities there. That's why he's so far behind. Of course, he did push forward, captured some properties on his opponent's side of the map as well. Primarily just this one here, and yeah, primarily just this one. And red is fully withdrawing from this region. I just move my drink to my other hand. Let's pick off that 1 tank there, very nice. Let's go hit that infantry unit. Does not sustain any retaliation. I don't know why I keep on trying to right click on that. Tank push way forward. Do now have more infantry units getting to the triple defense. Tank there, supported by the artillery. Battlecopter could cause some issues. But everything's out of range at the moment. Another battlecopter advanced way forward. More infantry units advancing. Now got an anti-aircraft and artillery. So Rachel's gone for a heavy amount of artillery units. Artillery can be nice, a little bit difficult to use. Another artillery piece, as well as another battlecopter for Andy. So we've got battlecopter production just online. Nice wall of infantry with the tank support. But red does have a lot of tanks here in a battlecopter. You may need to keep this battlecopter in range, at least enough to protect these units, so you can retaliate against this battlecopter. I think this battlecopter has to be anti-battlecopter duty at the moment. Does push forward more tanks, there we go. And anti-aircraft piece back here as well, anti-air. Artillery piece on top of the spent missile silo, giving me pretty good defense there. Battlecopter, anti-air, and another infantry unit. And it looks like Red is going to try to push forward. Rachael appears to be heading valley at the moment. More tanks are in transition. Looks like he's going to try to push up the flank. But there are some battle copters that he has to be careful of. There's only one shore here. It's probably meant for artillery to reach over here, and maybe rockets. Battlecopters, infantry, tank. Andy right now has 22,000, so that's enough for a bomber. Probably not a good idea at the moment. Though Andy bombers can stick around a little bit unusually long with the repaired abilities, both hyper repair and hyper upgrade. Of course, that tends to means you're taking damage with your bombs, which you try to generally not do. But then again, you should do that with everything. Just don't take damage and you win. Easier said than done sometimes. Interrupts the capture there. Right now, Rachael does have a 3,000 income advantage. Andy does not have the sector captured on up. Rachael gets a pretty good strike there. Interrupts that capture. I want to see a massive conflagration soon. Andy could pop his hyper up or hyper repair next turn. Get 2 health on all of his units. Which is actually surprisingly difficult to make a usage of because a lot of times you just don't take enough damage across multiple units. People focus fire. And that's generally what you should do, focus fire. It's a good shot there. Neo tank. I was not expecting that. So Rachel's now put a Neo tank. Andy has gotten a medium tank on the field. Neo tanks and medium tanks have roughly the same fire output, but the nice thing about Neo tanks is they just have good mobility. No, Neo tanks have slightly more attack than medium tanks. They have roughly the same amount of defense. That's what it was. Some of these infantry units are getting quite wounded. He can use hyper repair to heal up all the infantry, but that's definitely not worth it. Rachael can use Lady Luck, which is generally not worth it either, since it provides you, what, plus 39% luck? Which is, like, on average, plus 20% or 15% firepower. Not great for this, but also it does give her plus inherent 10% attack and defense, and attack does multiply? No, it doesn't multiply with luck. But most starting does compound. It's an okay to weak ability power. Her premier ability is up for her super. So Lady Luck will not be popped there. One infantry unit does go down. The pawns engage each other. There goes the anti-air. I think he may be trying to get a covering fire right now. Helicopters engage. Andy has the hyper repair available. And the nice thing about Rachael is it doesn't rely on plus providing additional attack power. It's fine to activate covering fire later on, but looks like she will not get it. The hyper upgrade would more or less help counter. Yeah, maybe a good idea not to go for fire support before hyper upgrade. Andy could keep his hyper upgrade until after covering fire, or he can use to be aggressive and get a repair going. Right now, Andy is behind in value by a really large amount. 55,000 he's down. Rachael now has her superpower. Takes off some of the outskirting infantry. Battlecopter Neo Tank, not exactly. It is cost effective. Neo Tanks are durable though. Good hit there. And with everything congested there, supporting covering fire does do friendly fire damage, so I have no idea where the rockets will land. Hyper upgrade. Let's see. So everything is pretty much a full health bar in this one infantry unit. Medium tank gets a good shot on Neo, effectively knocking it out. I have no idea where these missiles land. It could be pretty bad. One does try to hit infantry, one try to go for value, the other one just tries to do damage. I think it's like one of each of Stern's meteors. Mech gets a good shot there. Oops, I hit in previous action. I just wanted that mech shoot a anti-aircraft, AA anti-air once again. Battlecopter, tanks, and infantry. Here comes covering fire. Let's take a look. Looks like the Neo tank got hit by covering fire. So one somewhere around here. The medium tank's down to 1 health. It was at 8, right? So it took all 3 missiles that I think this medium tank did. This infantry was at 6, so it did take 2. So yeah, I think the medium tank got hit up real hard. If I would have hit revert back 8 health, full health battlecopter, yeah. Looks like one here, one here. And I think one around here. Either way, pretty good at covering fire. Andy's down to less than 100,000 now. Neo tank takes out the medium tank. Anti-aircraft takes out their battlecopter. This battlecopter is still here. He'll be trying to set his eyes onto that artillery piece. 1 health there. Tank finishes off, and the artillery piece does get hit pretty hard there. Andy's still down by 50,000. Mech does get hit there. Infantry getting hit. Another infantry. Looks like got good progress over here. He does have a battlecopter region. Enough, but he's versus a battlecopter and tank. And there's also another battlecopter can come in reserve. Rachael does have a 4,000 income lead, which will start adding up pretty quickly. Has 20% more income than Andy. Battlecopter does connect. Infantry starting to take some hits there. Artillery finished on the tank. Infantry getting hit. And going for the column tower. Will take a bit of time though. Has some fire support there. And looks like Andy has resigned. That's Angrade saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay.